Hello everyone. Today Rajbir and I will be presenting applied behavior analysis and technological applications. So our first article focuses on the effects of an iPad-based speech generating device, which is infused with the picture exchange communication system for adolescents and adults with severe autism spectrum disorder. So taking a look at our article, what is the social significance? Speech-generating devices give those without verbal communication the ability to express themselves in a way that they previously could not, and it simulates a typical conversation between two speakers. This also builds technological skills, which are increasingly important as we are in a technological era. They are easy to implement and affordable as well. So although research has not advanced to the point where we are able to replace traditional therapy, and that is not necessarily the goal either of these supplemental devices, if we are minimizing the hours spent in clinic and able to implement these within our homes of families with children with autism, or adolescents or adults with autism, then this is a opportunity to provide more accessible and affordable services. And then the learners may feel more motivated. There is some research to suggest that using an iPad, a device such as an iPad or tablet, may increase motivation and level of interest of the participant. And then there's also the added benefit of portability. Portability in terms of comparing it to the traditional PECS, where if you lose one of your pictures, that is essentially a lost word for the learner. So for a brief summary about the first article, there was 3 participants aged 14 to 23 with little to no functional speech. The iPad-based application uses principles of PECS and generates speech when the images are selected. The goal of the application was to provide these nonverbal participants a way to communicate using a new technology and inspire natural speech production. And then they used a multiple baseline design across participants. The research in the article aimed to evaluate the effectiveness of the iPad-based PECS intervention to increase requesting/manding and speech production as well. Those were the 2 dependent variables. It aimed to examine the concurrent effects the intervention may have had on speech production, as I just mentioned, investigate generalization of learned skills, so they did test for generalization, and they also tested for maintenance after 4 to 6 weeks post-intervention. So our independent variable, or the intervention, is the iPad-based speech-generating device infused with PECS itself. So the intervention took place in a university-based speech and hearing clinic. These sessions were twice a week for 30 to 40-minute sessions. Participants did not receive any other speech therapies while they were in the study. This is to decrease chances of confounding variables. And in each visit, the participants had 1 to 2 sessions of 20 trials each, with a break in between the trials. The dependent variables. So as mentioned before, the speech-generating device application aimed to measure and improve the following behavior: requesting or manding and natural speech generation.